away. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Are you a veteran looking for a new companion animal? A dog? A cat? Or maybe something else? The Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs Vets Get Pets program can cover up to $350 of your pet adoption fees. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov/vetsgetpets to learn more about program requirements and how to apply. Want to help support the program? Get your Vets Get Pets specialty license plates from the Nebraska DMV. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
This is Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson BHS LLC. And joining us, as always, on the ones and twos, we got Harrison doing his thing after an eventful morning, I will say, to say the least. I think the temperature gauge is going down just a tad bit, but
yeah,
always
Dave
glad
Foreman,
to have him.
he calmed me down. He vented for me. But yeah, Pete, I don't know if you heard me before. Owe you an apology coming at you after the Cowboys took that brutal loss. And I'm like, man, I can't imagine if somebody called me up after that Huskers game yesterday just trying to dunk on me. I would have lost my mind.
You know, like I said, I sent it into Fitness Fanatics. I'm gonna find it real quick. But I just said, you know, these are the things that I told individuals that I do. And so for Husker fans or anybody else that took one yesterday or will take one today during NFL pro games as well, because I'm an Arizona fan and Colorado did a number on Arizona as well. So I always tell them this. I said, here's 4 free steps that'll help. First off is you have to have denial. And so you just deny that it ever even happened. Like, it's just, you can go on PlayStation, Xbox, or whatever, play the game over again and say that it never happened. I think you need to respond to people with the picture of your latest championship. So I do have the Cowboys' last championship picture, and I just go ahead and I'll send that repeatedly to whoever it may be. So basketball, football, whatever. High school, if your high school's been struggling for a while, go ahead and send that out. And then I think you need to go to one moment in your head that you think you had a chance in the game. And I always tell people, usually for football, that's the first quarter. For basketball, like I used to say, somebody goes, when did you think you had a chance? And he goes, when our starting lineup was introduced. And so I leave it. And my last one is just you always have the conversation about the future.
The potential.
The potential in the future. I mean, you don't even have to talk about, you can just talk about the future, but the potential in the future. So for those out there, this is going to be about something that's bigger than score. We're going to keep true to that. And there's been plenty of Husker talk, but a lot of other things going on around the area. And so excited to introduce our guests in a bit, but it's the right around the 2-year anniversary of the show, Harrison. And so you were with us from the beginning. I remember over in I want to say the cellar, and not the establishment, but in the basement. And I remember, again, truly thankful to DP, Rebecca, you, everybody else who's been a part of this, but rounding around 2 years to just being in a space that we can pour into the rest of the community, but also elevate positive voices, especially in the scholar realm. And it's just been a variety. And I just really, truly have enjoyed coming in on Sundays and having this opportunity. So thank you for that. But with that, just a moment that you've had over the 2 years that you can reflect on that maybe really spoke to you, or something you didn't expect. Like I said, when I came into the space and you're like, okay, I got this Sunday assignment at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, this bald-headed brother's coming in. Like, what is this about? And then something you may have said, like, you know what, this is okay.
Yeah. Well, the thing that always pops in my head, like, I'll be honest, Pete, I was like, this is a tough assignment here.
Yeah.
When I first got the show, I was like, this is going to be a tough one. But yeah, every single Sunday, I'm always amazed by just the youth that you bring in here. That's kind of been the highlight for me is, you can call me like a little bit of a cynic, but I mean, this show has just brought me like a lot of hope for the future generation. And that a lot of the stuff you see on media just gravitates to the top because it's negative, not because it's true. That's always been the biggest thing, man. If I had to pick a moment, I mean, you can just pick any Sunday, even last week with the Playhouse, hearing those guys, the way they speak and how passionate they were about it. And just not to be worried about judgment of others. I mean, they enjoy it, and that's all they need. Like they weren't super concerned with, what people thought about them. They were just doing something they love and enjoyed. Obviously getting to talk to your daughter about having one of the biggest birthday turnouts ever as well. When UNK, when they did the volleyball out there at Memorial Stadium. Yeah, there's a plethora of highlights, and I encourage anybody to go back Bigger Than the Score on the YouTube page, wherever you get your podcast, to listen to them. But yeah, I mean, every Sunday, it feels like there's another highlight along the way.
Well, and again, I said, I am appreciative of you, because even though you may have been kind of like, oh, this is going to be a tough deal, you never showed it. And the scholars leave and they're just like, one, I think it's mutually been beneficial is that they get exposed to somebody that sees them in a different light. And they talk about, oh, okay, Mr. Harrison. That's literally what they call you afterwards. Like I was on the show with Mr. Pete and Mr. Harrison. And so I just want to, again, thank you. Again, thank 93.7 The Ticket, but also just those who have tuned in and listened. There's been more moments than I can account for, but I was looking back, and I think one was when I was gone, because I just hate to, be gone and miss those moments. But it was when Antonio
led the show
and Maynard, like I just said, okay, we're going to have a guest youth co-host. And I think it was in Salt Lake, and I was listening, and Antonio asked a question. Like, I know there's been tough moments in your life and dealing with scholars, but what would you do? And I remember when he asked that, like there's just authenticity on how he did that, and just running the entire show really was one for me that spoke out to me, as well as just people talking about mental health, talking about successes, but also just giving advice to their peers, but also educators and community members, and just being unfiltered with it. So I look forward to continuing with that and just bringing unique people into the space. If you have recommendations or stories, we've gotten some of those. Don't hesitate to either send the station a note, or you can contact me via just peterfergusonbhs.com, and then you just submit that, and we'll definitely look into that, because we love to have people not just from Lincoln Public Schools but across the area. We've had Colorado, I remember Chapel High that does not like Legend. So I think we'll lose listeners if we have Legend High School out of Colorado ever on.
Probably want to keep those. That's a tough one. That's a moral dilemma. But I do want to shout out Phil Maynard as well. Yeah. He's been fantastic. I know you're a busy guy. When he steps into, not only is he a Bears fan, helps get another one of those guys in here, but he also does a fantastic job. And I know he tunes in quite a bit as well. So shout out Phil Maynard. He's always I always appreciate his help when you got other business to attend to.
Awesome. Well, hey, we're gonna get right into our guest because, like I said, we were talking about this is who it's about, and so I am excited to have scholars Diego and Charlie. They're over here to my left. If you're watching the screen, to your right, and they're smiling. They're ready to go. They've already been given orders on who to shout out and making sure shout out dad, shout out mom, shout out grandpa, shout out friends at school. But how are y'all doing this morning?
Pretty good.
Okay. And they had a long day. They had a long day yesterday, and I know Diego's getting ready to go to another competition, but Fitness Fanatics was on before, but both of them participated in the LPS band competition yesterday over at Seacrest Field, and you received a what number did you get?
A 1.
Okay, so somebody in the state got a 1 this weekend. So it got a 1. So congratulations to both of you. Well, let's just delve into it. I'm gonna go ahead and start with you, Diego. Diego, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? First, last name, where you go to school, and then who's in your family.
My name is Diego Velarde. I go to Lincoln High School. I'm currently in 9th grade at Lincoln High School again. My mom is Rita, my dad Rafet, and my sister Natalia.
Okay, and you got any pets or anything?
Yeah, I have a dog and 2 cats.
Okay, fantastic. I want to come back a little bit to but you got a great head of hair. I mean, that's the thing is I'm always enamored. I gotta look. I'm like, man, his hairs go ahead. He's got the curls and everything up front. Nice, way to go. Yeah. Okay. What about you? We got Charlie up. Charlie, tell us about yourself.
My name is Charlie Seiferlein, and I live with my dad Brian and my mom Emily, and my brother who's in college right now. He goes to Doane, Joseph, and I go to Lincoln High School, and I'm in 9th grade.
Okay. And so you said brother's at Doane. And so brother, no, he's doing cross country, I believe, and track at Doane, correct?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So you got everybody in the family announced out, you gave the shout outs and everything. So I want to start with you, Charlie. First, have you always lived in Lincoln? Tell me about like elementary, middle, high school. Have you lived other places? You got some gear on that we talked about a little bit earlier, so you'll make Nick Sainert a happy person, and I'll explain that in a minute with that Detroit gear.
I have always lived in Lincoln. I went to Prescott Elementary, and then I went over to Irving for middle school, and now I'm at Lincoln High. And yeah. Okay.
So anybody you want to shout out at Prescott or Irving that you remember? Educator, security, entrance monitor, secretary, teacher, whatever.
I really liked my 3rd grade teacher at elementary, Miss Majid.
Okay.
She was pretty good teacher.
All right, Miss Majid. Okay, shout out to Miss Majid. Appreciate that. All right, Diego, what about you? Where did you go to school? Have you always lived in Lincoln? Give us a little bit of background about yourself.
I've always lived in Lincoln. I went to Sheridan Elementary, Irving Middle School, and Lincoln High School.
Okay. And shout out to anybody at any of those stops along your educational career thus far.
I'd say my 8th grade teacher, Mr. Bain. He was just super fun to have in the classroom.
Okay, so you said he's super fun. What's something that he did that you think every educator should do? What's a characteristic trait or something, or even an activity that he actually did?
I'd say just like aside from like teaching, he really like enjoyed it and like got us into like actually learning and like having fun with the material in class.
Okay. I like that. I think that's something universal. We want all educators. I think people running businesses.
Yeah, if you're doing it, I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. All right. So both of you, I'm interested in what, like when you just step into a room, what is something that people could know initially about you? So I want to start with you, Diego. If you just walk into the room and be like, hey, Diego's here, what is something that people will be like, okay, they can pretty much be spot on and guess about you?
Oh shoot, I wouldn't know. I guess they probably like my hair. It's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Okay. You got a certain thing that those who have hair need to do to go ahead and get that body. What do you do? What do you do in the morning to make that work for you?
I just put in product in my hair.
Okay. We won't get the product out because I'm not sure. I don't want to have any competing sponsorships, but we might be looking at one of those individuals. Okay. Charlie, what about you? What's something that people could nail if you walked into a room, people would be like, okay, this is, and you'd be like, yeah, they usually get this right.
Probably that I have like a good connection with like Michigan and stuff
Okay.
because I have a lot of clothing that relates with it, like Detroit Lions and Detroit Pistons and all that.
So where does that come from? I mean, give us a little bit of insight about why you are a Detroit. And do you know this saying? If they say Detroit, finish it. Oh, we got to get your dad to get you some history. History, bad boys. All right. So when I say it, Detroit.
Bad boys.
Okay, we're working on that, but you're close. What's the connection to Detroit?
Well, my dad and my mom were both born in Michigan, and a lot of my family lives in Michigan right now. And yeah, like most of my aunts and uncles, all my cousins live in Michigan.
Okay, so are you truly a fan, or is it just kind of something they just saddled on you and said, like, this is what you're going to do if you're going to live in this house?
I think I'm truly a fan.
You are? Okay. I was going to help you out. If you need if you ever want to switch, let me know. We can move you to the Cowboys if you need something.
No, okay.
All right. So want to follow up with both of you. What's something that people wouldn't know by just looking at you? They need to spend some time. They just like, it's something that's inside you, but it's one of those things, part of your intersectionality that you're like, somebody'd have to spend some time and really get to know me if they really truly wanted to know who Charlie and Diego was.
I think maybe that sometimes like I don't know what I'm doing kind of. But yeah.
Are you one that says like a fake it to make it?
Yeah.
That's kind of what that statement always is. So
yeah.
You have the appearance that you always know what's going on. You got control of the situation, but don't always know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's never anything wrong with that. I think we're a little bit more seasoned and we never truly always know what's going on. So I like that. Diego, what about you? What's something that we would have to spend some real in-depth time with you to really truly know the true Diego?
I'd say I love to cook. Like not a lot of people know, except for the people I'm really friends with, like Charlie. I love to cook and eat good food too. So
okay, so the two questions: what's your specialty? What's your favorite thing to cook right now? Okay, and then I'm going to ask both of you, what's your favorite meal, if you could have it, if it's different.
My favorite thing to cook is probably like breakfast foods, like pancakes or like hash browns.
Okay, I like that. With the pancakes, you got to do are you the crisp on the outside or you got to be fluffy?
Fluffy.
I'm gonna have to ask Charlie. What about you?
I think fluffy too.
Okay, Harrison.
I like the crisp edges.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the crisp edges. That must be a generational thing. So just like the Detroit stuff. All right, Charlie. And so, what is your favorite meal if you could have any meal?
I'd say pasta.
Okay. Your mom, is that something your mom throws it down on? Okay. So your mom goes ahead and makes it happen. All right. So last question on just kind of getting to know you two. I mean, we'll continue to do this. Diego, something about Charlie that like you all have a friendship. I'm assuming it may be different when you walk out of here, but you have a friendship with one another. What's something about Charlie that like just speaks to you and be like, okay, that's my dude right there. That's why I roll with him.
He always just has like a fun personality, he's always like laughing and just trying to have fun and make jokes.
Okay. Charlie, what about Diego?
I think he's just always fun to talk to, and he always tries to like keep us going, kind of like our friend group, just in general.
Awesome. So he's the secretary of the after party right there, huh? There you go, with official office and duties. Hey, we're going to be right back with Charlie and Diego on 93.7 The Ticket, bigger than the score.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of healthcare, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th, paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bosden. Public safety is important in our community. I have a proven record of protecting public safety. I have prosecuted perpetrators of domestic violence, advocated for the rights of child abuse victims, held sexual predators accountable, and fought to keep drug traffickers off our streets. This is Senator Carolyn Bosden, and I will continue to fight to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bosden on November 5th. Paid for by Bosden for Legislature.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $437 per month for 36 months. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004120, 437 per month, lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, 5,500 dual signing, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 9/30/2024. See dealer for details.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
The spitting incident.
Oh, the spitting incident.
How bad was that? And do he deserve to miss more games?
I think it's despicable to spit on another human
lucky
being.
this guy had a shield on his face. What happened? The guy from Oregon, the receiver.
Yeah, receiver.
Spit in the guy's face from Ohio State. Why did he do that?
Man, you don't spit on a guy.
Back and forth.
You don't spit on a guy. I would never do that again. I said again.
I was going to ask you about that from one spitter to another spitter.
Oh.
But,
No, come on, guys. Listen, guys.
Years ago.
27 years ago.
Yeah.
Guys, don't hold that against
impairs me. Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Kim with Midwest Bank. We know there is more to your business than numbers and spreadsheets. For us at Midwest Bank, the people who make up a business matter most. We believe in getting to know you and your business and providing customized banking solutions that help protect your business and help it grow. Schedule a free consultation with us today. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. This is Peter Ferguson PHS LLC, and joined as always on Sunday mornings on the ones and twos with Harrison. Always appreciative of that. Coming before us was Fitness Fanatics, and so a great show by Jeff and Nicole, and so I appreciate them as well for all that they do. But in studio, we've got two guests, as always, scholars Charlie and Diego. Both of them are in here representing. Charlie's in here representing with the Detroit stuff. And Charlie, I'm going to quiz you again. Detroit.
Bad boys.
There we go. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Next lesson will be on, let's go, Joe Dumars. Oh, is that gotta be?
Yeah, come on.
What is going on in that house over there? We're gonna have to have a conversation. The parents are out there like, you've embarrassed us on air. Not supposed to embarrass the family. But hey, you both told us a little bit about who you were, what each other saw in one another. I'm curious about just your involvement. And so, Charlie, let's start with you. What are you involved in, or what have you been involved in?
I'm doing band right now, marching band for Lincoln High, and I'm also doing football for Lincoln High.
Okay. So talk a little bit about the football experience, then we'll go into the band, because I know you both have that maybe in common.
Well, this is my first year playing football, and it's been going pretty good for me, at least. We haven't won a game yet, which is disappointing, but I think we've all learned a bunch of stuff. And
okay, so what position do you play?
Tight end and outside linebacker.
Okay, good stuff. We might have to get you connected with Coach Foreman when he comes in, or whatever else, to give you some insight on that. So tight end, outside linebacker. You said it's your first year playing.
Yes.
So first year ever.
Mm-hmm.
So listen to Harrison. He said first year ever playing as high school football. So what spurred you? Is your dad, mom, were they athletes? I mean, what family, or is it just you saw Detroit's success last year and you said, I'm going to go ahead. I need to be next in line to get on the squad. What got you into football?
Well, we had an open house, and there was sports signups and all that.
Okay.
And there was these couple of, I think sophomores or juniors, and they were asking me if I was going to join the football team, because I'm tall and I'm big, I guess.
Okay.
And it just sounded kind of fun, and I never really thought about it until that day.
So what is that conversation like when you go home and you tell them, hey, mom, dad, I'm playing football? Or did you just give them a schedule when the first game was? And they're like, that's my baby out there. Wait a minute.
Well, they were there at the open house, so they kind of approved it for me to go on to football. But yeah, I think they're happy that I'm doing football.
Awesome. I like that. We don't really, you don't really hear that anymore. I mean, you just kind of, I've been playing, and you hear great things. I played Lincoln youth football, or I played on a team, or this, that, and the other. And it was something that by them connecting with you, you decided to play. So congratulations on that. And you got one more game left this season, or a couple?
One more.
One more. Good, good. Good luck to y'all. Diego, what about you? What are you involved in?
I do marching band, and in middle school I did cross country, but I'm planning on doing that next year.
Okay. Okay. So the cross country took a hiatus for this year,
Yeah.
but both of you are in band. So what drew you to band? What instrument do you play first?
I play percussion.
Okay. So for those that are non-band, knowledgeable, what is percussion?
It's just like with the drums.
Okay. Okay. So the drums, like Drumline, have you seen that
Yeah,
movie,
Drumline.
everything else like that? So what drew you to band? How long have you been involved with music?
I started lessons when I was like really young, but in 5th grade I started doing the school band, and I just continued.
Okay. And is that something family wise that's, mom, dad, others in your family musical, or just kind of seeing it and being like, okay, this is something I think would be pretty cool?
I think just seeing it, and also my sister started band as well. So
Okay. Okay. So percussions and everything. Charlie, what about you? What instrument do you play?
I play the trombone.
Okay. Okay. So both of you got you in the band. You both had a competition yesterday, and I know by looking at me, you could tell that I was in band as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, they go ahead and give that laugh right there, Harrison. I've told this story before. I was a clarinet player through junior high, and I held down last chair for all the years of junior high. So that's not a good thing for those of you listening. They're laughing. They're like, you are absolutely terrible. Harrison, what about you? I think we've asked you this before about your musical journey.
Yeah, I wasn't very great at it either. I played trombone as well, which fun instruments to play. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I don't know what it is, but you got to remember what the spots are. It's not like you where you got holes, your keynotes. It's like you got to remember all this. I was just terrible. Like sliding. I don't know how you say it, but I was sliding all my notes together all the time. Just didn't quite have the touch for it, and I did that junior high and then until sophomore year, and I was like, okay, I got to stop hurting people's eardrums. So I moved on for good reasons, though.
Charlie, what would be the one suggestion you'd have for Harrison if he was still playing right now?
I mean, I'd say like just try your best. I mean,
you're listening to both of us, and you're looking at like they're really y'all past. You're all past. That's helping you. You need some professional help. So I appreciate you really. I saw how you were thinking about it. Like they're grown folks. I don't want them anywhere near what I'm doing right now. So thanks on that. So you all both in band. Tell us a little bit about your experience. Like you had a competition. You said yesterday you both got ones. Or the band got ones, not each of you individually. What has gone into like the difference between middle school and high school being involved in the band? What's one of the biggest differences?
I'd say the amount of time you put into it.
Okay.
It's like a lot more. You go like early in the morning, and during the summer you have to like spend like 2 weeks just like practicing and learning, and it's a lot of work, but it's still pretty fun.
Okay. And what was the experience like yesterday, Charlie? Talk about a little bit about like who all was in this competition. Was it just schools in Lincoln throughout the area? And then what did you feel like you all did as a group that kind of put everything came together yesterday for you to have the success you had?
We had schools outside of Lincoln and inside of Lincoln, and we kind of just like our teacher said that, I guess, how we got the one, we just kind of played it safe by like not taking a risk.
Okay.
But I think she wants us to take that risk and get like a one that would be like more risky, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah.
So what is that like? What is that taking a risk? Like, what does that look like for the Lincoln High band? Is that putting myself and Harrison in the group, or like what is actually taking a risk in that setting look like?
Probably like just playing your heart out and playing like as like loud as you can, and like getting all the marching movements right, and turning like just doing all the flanks and all that, and
Love that. So she gave you some advice. She's like, I want you to take this risk. And so I'm interested from both of you. And I'll start with you, Diego. What is the best piece of advice that you've ever received?
Shoot. I'd say most of the advice I've given was pretty good, but I'd say just like try. And it's okay if you don't like do it, but like your biggest regret will be not trying to do something.
Mm, powerful, powerful. What about you, Charlie?
I was also gonna say like try new things even if you don't want to.
Okay.
Because like you won't know if you don't do it.
And I think you've done that with football. I mean,
Mm.
you've already applying that in your life. I asked this one, and sometimes Harrison's like, you got to stop asking this because people are like, oh, it's, it stumps them. But what is the worst piece of advice that you've ever received? Charlie, I'll start with you.
I don't really think I've like ever gotten bad advice, but because I've had like good experiences
Okay.
in my life. But yeah. I mean,
Never. Okay. I know your dad, so I'm gonna have some fun with this one. What's something that he's told you that you're like, yeah, okay, and then like, whatever, dude.
Well, when I was little, I climbed this tree and I couldn't like get down, and he told me that he was gonna catch me to get me down, and it didn't really work out. And then I hurt my ankle, I sprained it, and we had to go to the ER.
Okay. He's out there laughing. He was like, well, your mom's like, dude, when did this occur? And you're like, it was last week. Good stuff. Diego, what about you? What is the worst piece of advice you've ever received?
I probably couldn't name something because like most advice I get is pretty good. But if someone gave me bad advice, I'd probably forget it and not listen to it.
Okay. I like asking this. What is a piece of advice that you would give to educators? And by educators, I mean, you've got music teachers, you've got individuals in the office, administrators, but if you had all the educators in the country at every level, just sitting here and you were getting to give one line to them, what is one piece of advice that you'd give to educators?
I'd say it's not just like about education. It's about like making a connection with your students.
And nailed it. What about you, Charlie?
I'd say like I had this one teacher named Miss Okamoto at Irving. She teaches English, and she just always included all the students and made the subject fun and just did good overall.
All right, perfect. If you had all your peers here, because you've given some phenomenal advice, but if you could have all your peers were sitting in this space, what's a piece of advice that you would give to them?
Just like try and join activities. It's like even if you don't end up liking it, sometimes you can find something that you're gonna like for a really long time.
And so you said joining activities, and I should have asked this on the other one, but like, what is one step that like your peers can take to do that? Like someone may say, okay, this is great, right? But I don't know what activities are out there. And then when I get to that point, like, how do you do that? So what is like the first step that they can take to join certain activities?
I just say to like go to open house or just like ask your friends if there are any activities and if they can join.
Like that. Charlie, what about you for piece of advice for peers?
One time my coach said like for football that we need to have the second half mentality in the first. And I'd say that's pretty good because it can connect to like schoolwork, and like if you don't do your schoolwork in the first half, kind of like it will like lead on into the school year, and then you'll be behind on all your work.
Man, you're a professional. Way to tie that in with 93.7 The Ticket, Sports Talk Radio. There you go. I love that. Love that. One truth about life you wish more people understood, other than don't trust your dad when he says to jump out of a tree. Okay. One truth about life you wish more people understood.
I think that people, like a lot of people, will understand you of like what you want to do or what, like just, yeah, what you want to do in general and all that.
Fantastic. Diego, before we go to break, one truth about life you wish more people understood.
I just say like have fun. You don't have to take it too seriously. I mean, like focus on your school, but I just say have fun with your life. Hang out with friends.
Like that. Well, hey, with that, we're going to go to break on 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
Riddles Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's the radon level at your home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Make sure your home is safe with a radon check from Bryant. If you've already tested, ask Bryant for a free estimate for mitigation. Once completed, you'll get a report showing how much safer your home is. When it comes to radon, call Bryant. 467-1111 for testing and mitigation. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson, and on the 1s and 2s with Harrison. Harrison, I know we get a switch over because we had the game. If you want to tell those people who are sticking with us.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do got NFL on the brick and mortar. You got some Lions, Vikings, great matchup there. A good one in the NFC North, but you can still follow the shows. We'll keep going here at 93.7 The Ticket. Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo, Channel 961 if you got Allo Cable. And of course, Starter Heyman text line still open to you, 402-464-5685.
And I think, like we said at the beginning of the show, if you miss any part of this show or want to go back to just past episodes, highly encourage that. You can go to YouTube, type in 93.7 The Ticket, go to the Ticket app.
Yeah, whatever you
go
get
to
your
the website.
podcast from,
podcast.
even Amazon Prime. Like if you want to watch it on Amazon Prime, you can do that too. I mean, it's we spread it out everywhere. So whatever your favorite way to watch it is, you can do that pretty much with all the Ticket content.
Fantastic. So we're joined in studio by Charlie and Diego. And, you know, I saw him light up when we saw the talking about the Detroit game. So he was like, okay, I got to get, we only got a couple minutes. I got to go in and see how they're doing. So I know you're an adopted fan, so to speak. I'll hold on to my Cowboy stuff for you. But you all told us a little bit about your involvement, engagement. You both are involved with the Lincoln High Band. Charlie, you're playing football first year as well. Just briefly, like, what has been like, just something you've experienced at Lincoln High, a moment or whatever else in your first year that you're like, man, this was pretty cool. This is why I came to school here. Charlie, I'll start with you.
I think like all the students and all the teachers are really connected, and they just make it feel like everyone's like included in everything.
Okay.
Even if like yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Diego?
I'd have to agree with Charlie. I think the community at LHS is like really great, and everybody's just like really supportive, and it's not like other high schools.
Awesome. And I'm going to put a plug out for Charlie's dad. Brian Sieferlein is he and his partner David are I want to say multimedia Emmy award winning. I mean, you got to tell me, how is it to live in a house of an Emmy winner? Does he hold that trophy up every time you come in the door? Did he make you take it to the first day of school? I mean, do you have to sit in the back and he seatbelts that in on the way to school? I'm just curious, what's that like?
It kind of just sits above our TV, like on a shelf.
So it does sit above the TV in
Yeah.
your house. Wow. And are you told not to touch it? Is it kind of like when the Wii's were there, you had to stay so far back, or like what do you have to ask permission? What is that like?
I mean, I just kind of leave it up there. I
Okay.
mean, sometimes I look at it. I think it's cool though.
Okay. And in all honesty, your dad, Brian and David are tremendous videographers, storytellers for Lincoln Public Schools, worked at NETV prior. They have produced a number of different things. If you ever want to just Google their name, as the Indiana coach said, just Google them.
Too soon.
Sorry. Trying to make it relevant. But in all honesty, or you can go to lps.org. They do a series called The Seat Beside You. And I actually got the title right, so he's probably laughing because I've called it 50,000 different things. But it is truly powerful, where they tell the stories of young people, and they've been on the show before, of just journeys that individuals, educators have had. And so, though I made light of it, in all seriousness, definitely an individual who puts his foot in the mix. So as we get ready to kind of close, I always ask people to finish a couple things. Tell us finish the sentence, love is. Love is. Diego, I want to start with you.
Love is, I'd say, just supporting somebody no matter what they do.
Okay. Charlie.
I'd say love is like being with people you like, and like being around family and being around friends.
Like that. What do you see for your future self?
What I would like is to maybe be like a soccer player, because I play soccer. I've played for the Hawks, and hopefully I play for Lincoln High.
Okay. Fantastic. So soccer, see that? I thought you were going to say, just take that thing off the mantle above the TV and go ahead and put a picture of family, but we'll see what happens. Diego, what about you? What do you see for your future self?
I'd say for like high school, just like probably doing swim during the winter and just being with my friends. But like for the future, hopefully I'm rich and living on a yacht. But
wow, that's got to be a first, Harrison.
I like the yacht drop.
Yeah, very nice. All right, 30 seconds, love huddle. We always say you can give a huddle. You, Diego, you can give it to, you're going to a competition here. You're getting in the huddle. You're getting them hyped up. 30 seconds. What are you saying?
Try your best no matter what we do. It's going to be great because this group is amazing, and we're always going to do good because we're with each other.
Charlie, you get to give a speech to the Detroit
Bad Boys.
There we go. All right. Go ahead. Give your love huddle to, I want to say, give yours advice to your football team. Your football team's looking for their first victory this week. What advice are you giving? Give that love huddle.
I'd say just kind of try your best, and like, let's get mad, kind of like, let's get pumped to try and win this game, and do your job, and let's go.
All right. Love making it happen. Hey, with that said, Diego, Charlie, I want to thank you. Congratulations on the the one yesterday. I know, Diego, you're going to another competition today, so good luck on that. And then Charlie with your game this week. Thanks for joining. Bigger Than the Score, 93.7 The Ticket. We'll see you next week.